see it possibly going to 12-round decision only because of Mark.
With his back on the ropes.
And here comes
And he
Manny.
turns it around and
As I was telling him, I thought that Pacquiao had to edge. He said, man, he may have edge, but it's going to be a hard fight. Other than a smaller guy, but a regular 140-pounder, I think Manny would have knocked out. He's physically fatigued both. And this right hook.
He's ready to... And now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
From the eighth wonder of the world of sports and entertainment, Mr. Jerry Jones, Dallas Cowboys Stadium, Arlington, Texas, USA. Bob Arum's Top-Ranked Boxing and MP Promotions are proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the vacant WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the blue corner, standing with head trainer Roberto Garcia, wearing black with red, officially weighing 150 pounds. His professional record, 38 victories, including 27 knockouts with 6 defeats. From Tijuana, Baja California Norte, Mexico, the 3-time champion of the world, El Tornado de Tijuana, Antonio Margarito. Red corner, standing with head trainer Freddie Roach, wearing white with gold. Official weight, 144 1/2 pounds. Professional record, 51 victories, including 38 knockouts, with 3 defeats and 2 bouts even. From Sarangani Province, Philippines, the 7-time champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao!
Already it has been a tumultuous evening in Cowboy Stadium. Prior to the fight, Antonio Margarito's hand-wrapping exercise was, because of his recent history, carefully observed, probably the most carefully watched hand wrap ever.
Seems to be at this stage, the most dominant punch in the fight has been his left jab.
And the last thing people expected to see was Antonio Margarito standing in the middle of the ring and boxing with Manny Pacquiao, but that's what's happened so far. There's a left hand over the top for Manny that brings the crowd to life for him.
But Manny needs to...
Margarito's arms and head down.
Well, one thing, Manny makes adjustments as the fight goes on very well.
With the right hook, with a straight left hand to the body.
Well, he's won maybe the round, but I don't think he's dominated. I see a lot of effectiveness with the jabs of Margarito still.
The speed advantage of the round. Margarito throwing 44 jabs out of 53 punches.
I gave the round slightly to Pacquiao because he landed some pretty clean punches, but the left jab seems to be becoming more of a factor as the fight goes on from Margarito. Being a big factor in this fight, as I see right here.
But speed belongs to Pacquiao, and so he rallies back there. Still, the loss of power from punching up could be a factor in the fight.
See the same facial expression that Margarito had when he fought Cotto.
I mean, you're not supposed to be on the ropes against Margarito, and there he is on the ropes, Emmanuel. When he would go toe-to-toe more with some of the great Mexican fighters that he beat south of lightweight.
Even though he may be winning the fight.
Brand new experience for Pacquiao, of course, fighting a man this big. Delectable experience, perhaps, for Margarito, fighting a man this small.
When I was giving you the keys to victory earlier, I said Margarito didn't work left uppercuts or right uppercuts through the middle, because in the past it's shown that Pacquiao is very vulnerable for punches up through the center.
Power punches inside. You heard Freddie Roach saying to Pacquiao, it's too early to start trying to bang this guy around. You need to soften him up a little more.
It's been a long time since Manny Pacquiao looked vulnerable, and he's looked a little vulnerable.
Good straight left hand by Pacquiao. Brought it around Margarito's glove and landed flush. Pacquiao flirts with the corner there, then moves away. Now his back is against the ropes. Margarito tries to press the action. Pacquiao hits him flush with a big left hand, and then flurries and backs Margarito off again. Pacquiao using the hand speed advantage to get...
Here you see Pacquiao land beautiful punches, even with his defense up. Margarito still was getting good punches because of the accurate pinpoint punching power of Pacquiao. But also, you notice at the end of all of this year,
Pacquiao now getting a little distance between himself and Margarito in CompuBox numbers. That was a very good round for Manny. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
Okay, Jim. 3-0, 30-27, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, I love the guy's power punching. I mean, you know, really, he's winning this fight.
Pacquiao, I think Margarito's doing well in spots and rounds, but I haven't seen a round I thought, oh, maybe Margarito won.
No, I give all 3 rounds to Pacquiao also. I think he's winning, but he's got to be prepared to, it maybe have to go the distance in case he gets a knockout fine. But, you know, even though he's landing and winning the fight, he's got to be, but I hope he's in great shape.
I think you're looking at 12 for his right eye, so Pacquiao can do that.
Yeah, Margarito's saying that Pacquiao's not hurting him, but his face is telling a different story.
Indeed. And Pacquiao's beginning to land with almost every punch.
Strong. And has to do this rather than just
he heard it with a body punch
Margarito around the ring.
He's beating Margarito up in this round. There's a huge welt under Margarito's right eye. He's backing Margarito up, and he's hurting him.
I think one body punch took everything out of him.
Among all the experts' comments coming into the fight, one of the ones I found most interesting was from Joshua Clottey.
Here you see the left hand shot to the body, which I think started all of the serious problems for Margarito. Even though he was being outpointed, seemingly with that shot, he never has recuperated. And if you notice, his body form is bending over as if he's still hurt from the body punch.
Hands now. Sensational round for Pacquiao, who landed 43 of 62 power shots, demonstrating what a lot of people said coming into the fight, that Margarito is a big but easy target. Has the ability to adjust the punch in mid-arc.
Yeah.
Margarito going to the body against the ropes. That was the first moment that Margarito actually made it look for a moment like his fight against Cotto. And here comes Pacquiao.
As always.
He loves to answer back.
Yes.
Absolutely. He jolted Margarito with a left hand there. Jolts him with a right hook there.
Pacquiao's fighting spirit is something to behold. He loves fighting.
Left hook to the body. It's a left cross, but the bottom
Margarito staggered.
Lands in the same place. Straight left hand shots for Pacquiao, staggering Margarito momentarily there. Big right hook. Great shot. Another great round for Pacquiao. For Margarito speaks for itself. And just to make things worse, that's the eye out of which Margarito has to try to track Manny Pacquiao's lightning left hand. Maybe the fastest punch in boxing.
You know what, and not just speed, but he punches with power. Most of the guys that have speed, they don't have power.
That didn't work, so he started moving right and beat him up that way.
But this gives Margarito energy. This gives him will and confidence. Suddenly he's back in the fight as he's tasted for a moment the advantage of having Pacquiao against the ropes. This is Pacquiao's nightmare. Locked in a trap against a much bigger man. Fights his way out of it. Bloodies Margarito some more.
What are you doing? Here you said just the ropes, the best exchange of the night that favored Margarito right here when he was landing a lot of blows and Manny was trying to get away from him, and he was landing shots body and head. But at the end of the round still, Manny came right back with a lot of blows again, which still made it could have been.
Now round 7 begins. They're more than halfway through the fight. Harold Letterman, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim. I've got it 6-0, 60-54, Manny Pacquiao. I got to tell you, as close as that 6th round was, Manny Pacquiao still landed the cleaner, hardest shots.
Well, this is a dazzling display of boxing skill, power, everything. Ring generalship here. Unbelievable.
So, in a historical sense, and obviously the fights, I've covered boxing for 24 years, and I covered Ray Leonard from ringside, and this is the best offensive fighter I've ever seen.
He does it all and fights everybody. That's what I like about him. You
see what's kept Margarito up in this fight is his enormous size.
The size. The only thing, Jim, before the fight, you said you could see it possibly going to 12-round decision only because of Margarito.
Look, in spite of the way his face looks.
Margarito's hanging in, and he's having more flurries as the fight continues, but Pacquiao just stunned him with a right hook and backed him off again. 2 more big powers.
Here you see Manny Pacquiao landing all of these precise punches. Even with a guards up high defense, he still pinpoints areas where he can get through and penetrate. But to me, the perfect fight is the way he fought the last round. Punching, moving in and out, taking advantage of that great natural coordination and balance and footwork that he has.
CompuBox numbers in round 7. Pacquiao 45 of 104, his high output for the fight. Margarito 31 out of 71, his best round of the fight, landing at 44%. Harold Letterman has still given every round in the fight so far to Manny Pacquiao. And incidentally, all class, one-handed fighter. Margarito banging him against the ropes here, trying to get to Pacquiao's body. That could change the fight. Pacquiao fighting back with his back on the ropes.
And here comes
Manny. And he turns it around and bangs Margarito viciously. Left cross straight. Pacquiao hits him again with the left. Margarito nods at him. Pacquiao hits him at will. Bang!
Know who else likes to fight? Know who else likes to fight?
Your own conclusions.
I talked to Miguel earlier today. Miguel said this was going to be a very tough fight. As I was telling him, I thought that Pacquiao had to edge. He said, man, he may have edge, but it's going to be a hard fight.
What an exchange.
What a fight. I mean, this is a fun fight to watch for a fight that's being... Hold your breath for a second. Here
you see Pacquiao in the ropes again, which is where every time that Margarito has a good rally, or so to say, it's always when he's got him pinned in the ropes. But usually right after that, always, Manny comes right back with a flurry of punches. But Margarito's best success has been when he's had him in the ropes. And here this left uppercut, which is his weakness, right up through the center.
Power shots in the 8th round. Pacquiao landed 35 out of 65. That's sensational. Margarito had a tremendous round, landing 29 out of 55. Again, Harold Letterman continues to give every round to Manny Pacquiao. So I think with the rest of us.
Even when Margarito...
Seferino Garcia, and that was the case again. It was just too much weight difference.
Oh, he got a draw.
Yeah,
Many think he deserves to win.
Yes. But it's just a bigger man can absorb the punches a little better than a smaller guy. But a regular 140-pounder, I think Manny would have knocked out.
There was another left-hand rally by Manny Pacquiao.
Knockout-style hooks.
You've got to knock him out.
Here you see Manny Pacquiao do what he does better than any boxer in the game. Let a guy miss, catch him with a punch, let him miss, hit him with a punch again. A lot of guys will let guys miss punches, but they don't take advantage of it the way that he does.
He has a cut under his eye, Margarito. You saw in that replay. When he gets hit, it flaps.
Tests him in the middle of the ring. Harold, how do you have it so far?
I still got it a shutout. 90-81, 9 rounds to nothing. The hard-punching Manny Pacquiao. Jim, he's landing the cleaner, hardest shots in every round. He's elusive as all get out, like Emmanuel's been saying. I mean, he's doing it all right. Beautiful ring check.
Greatest offensive fighter of the era. Tattooing Margarito.
Well, when all of that, the Margarito just mentally and physically fatigued both. And this right hook.
He's ready to go.
That's one of the biggest jabs.
That was a right hook from Pacquiao.
Yeah, Pacquiao
stopped Margarito in his tracks.
Perfect fight.
He had another 30 seconds.
He still may stop him. He may get out of this round, but I think it's a good chance that Pacquiao may stop him in the next couple of rounds.
Tony.
Here you see this counter right hook, which is, as I said earlier, one of the best punches that you can land, and he's very good at that. It used to be when he first came here, he had a great straight left, and that's all you had to look out for. But now he's developed into a balanced out fighter, right hook, jab, right uppercut, straight left through the center, complete fighter.
Once he added the right hand to his stunning left cross, that took him to an entirely different stratosphere in offensive fighting. The 10th round was one of the most brutally dominant rounds.
Him to stop the fight at this point, it looks to me. Landed a shot, looked towards
the ropes and being hit or something would be different. But at this stage here, he's being out punched, but the referee has to have a few more seconds before the stop.
Emmanuel, he's rearranging Margarito's face, and it may never look the same again.
I know, but it's just this is boxing. I hate to
The issue is not Margarito's eye at this moment, it's his brain. How many clean headshots
can one man take?
I mean,
his punches have zero snap. He is waving at Pacquiao.
If the referee stopped, there wouldn't be any complaint, but I just don't think he's going to stop.
Same thing here, obviously. But it's not doing Margarito any good to take the number of shots he's taking now. Flush on an already badly brutalized.
There's a mouthpiece out.
He only landed 6 out of 18 punches in the 11th round. That after 9 of 23 in the 10th. Pacquiao landed 51 of 75 power shots in the last round, meaning he is more or less hitting Margarito at will. One more round to go. When Pacquiao was doing this to Miguel Cotto, Cotto's an acknowledgement from Pacquiao that the knockout isn't necessary. To a certain degree, it's a nod to Margarito's guts and courage for coming as far as he has. And Pacquiao is going to let him finish the fight.
you wonder seeing this. As great as Pacquiao is and as dominant as this guy, for years Sugar Ray Leonard wouldn't fight Marvin Hagler. Of course, Hagler is much bigger than Leonard. Until he felt the time was right. He noticed Hagler slow down against Duran and Mugabe. Then he took the fight.
Cultural icon, Manny Pacquiao, the citizen of the world. That's the man who's letting Margarito finish. And we're done.
Jim, your prediction was right.
Pacquiao has his unanimous decision victory. Margarito has finished the fight. Cold comfort, though that made it. Harold Lederman scores it 120 to 108. That's a shutout. If I were scoring, that would have been mine too.
I gave it.
Ladies and gentlemen from Cowboy Stadium, we go to the scorecards. Jay Lango scores the bout 120-108. Glenn Crocker 118-110. Oren Schellenberger 119-109. All three to the winner by unanimous decision. And now winner of his 8th World Championship, the fighting pride of Sarangani Province, Philippines, Manny